Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack.
Where's Jack?
Where you been?
Where's Jack?
Where have you been? Hey, you wearing tie-dye?
Yeah, I got my Japanese Dragon Ball shirt on today. Of course.
Man.
Dragon Ball Z.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Well, folks, here we go. Here's the man who proves his critics right every single day. a man of the cloth without the cloth.
Better, yeah. I need the cloth.
A man who can't carry a tune but can tune a fish. Jackie.
Wow.
Jackie
REO.
baby.
REO reference. It's so early in the morning. Good for you.
It is early.
You know what?
But I slept very good last night.
I can tell. You're full of it.
I'm full of shit. What?
Yeah, you're always that. You're full of it.
Please, I got my Ticonderoga pencil out.
You're not.
Very professional.
You're not like The Walking Dead like you usually are.
I miss those days.
What's going on in Saukville?
Oh, not much here. Just observing my town from the satellite Saukville sunroom here.
You still living next to the shawarma makers?
I am. I see that. I'm looking right at their back door here. Yes.
Why? In case they throw some old shawarma out, you're ready to pounce?
I'm ready. Come on, throw me a freaking bone here.
Yeah.
Hey, I deemed today official Jackie Decker Appreciation Day.
It is.
I think we already had one.
We did. We had Jackie Decker Day.
This
is Jackie Decker. We've actually got two viewers who are integral to the show.
Yes.
Who are on the injured reserve.
Because they are our two viewers.
Right. Well, and Russ Meyer. We got three.
Oh, three. Okay. Well, I like the percentage increase there.
But I don't know where Russ wasn't at the gym this morning, so I don't know where he is. He might be on doing his travel. He got so I said, "Oh, Russ, you're a traveling sales." I said on the air once, "You're a traveling salesman." He goes, "I'm not a traveling salesman." He got all. He wasn't thrilled with the reference.
Doesn't like the label, the moniker.
No.
Oh.
Because that's how he gets to know these you almost can't name a town in America that Russ doesn't know where the best pie is or the best pizza or the best chicken nuggets or whatever. He knows.
Does he have a pretty senorita waiting for him down in Old Mexico?
Oh, God.
Am I spreading rumors?
Oh my God.
Or am I just singing Rick Nelson songs?
I don't know. I was hoping you would get good sleep, and now that you've had it, I don't know if it's like the beast is unleashed. Oh, look at you. Stop it. Go, baby, go. But Jackie Decker, she's under the weather to say the least. And
that their happy little COVID bug is bouncing around a little bit out there again. I have a few acquaintances who are dabbling in it the last week or two. And
it doesn't sound like Jackie's dabbling, though. So,
no. Although it sounds like also that she's took a step for the better in the last 24 hours or so. So hopefully that will continue.
Good.
Yeah.
Glad to hear. Our other one, little Shirley Kersner, had fell and hurt herself.
Oh, no.
So, she had to have surgery. She's
La Presidenta?
She is
El Presidente because I have to. She's female, so
she's out of the hospital and
she's in the hospital and everything. Shit,
and in a rehab. Well, it was fell and hurt herself. Not life threatening, but very painful.
That sucks.
Yeah, and
well, she has a rock of Keith to take care of her.
we took poor Keith to Mequon Pizza Company last night to kind of
nice.
salve his wounds. Also, Saturday we gave him. I grilled some of my famous burgers. We gave him a care package of a burger. The first Witty's corn on the cob of the season we had Saturday.
That time of year.
Oh my God! It's just unbelievably good. Yeah, we also got some beets there. We got some. I asked.
I'm sorry
Susie,
about the beets.
I asked Susie Whitty, who is part of the family. What's the difference between cucumbers and beets? Do you like cucumbers?
When they're pickled, hell yeah.
Cucumbers and pickles. And because they have pickles there that are like mini cucumbers, they look like they're right out of the field.
Sure.
And she said the only difference is really the thickness of the skin is thicker on a cucumber. So if you like eating raw sliced cucumbers, which I do, she said try the pickles because there's less skin and you don't have to cut the skin off, and that's where all the vitamins are.
However, it's not a Jewish pickle if you don't cut the skin off.
Really? Speaking of the Jews.
Yes.
Oh, I get it.
Hey, for those of you who came in late,
the foreskin,
including Jack,
the foreskin of the pickles.
What? No, the five skin.
August 6th and 7th. So tomorrow's the first 6th. So it's Sunday and Monday.
Yeah.
Jewish Food Festival, Rotary Park in McQuan.
Yeah. My kid's doing some artwork for that bunch.
Still?
Yeah, it was a big project. Yeah, I think they're just about wrapped up, but it was a longer project. My kid is soon will be ending their career at Cedarburg Public Library. I believe this week is their last week.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think they'll probably fill in maybe in the summer if the need arises, which I'm sure it will.
It's summer now. She's the only working veteran. You both were employed there.
Well, I finally can continue my career there because she was making me look bad.
Oh, really difficult. I think you've got that handled all by yourself.
Yes.
How's Lola, by the way?
How's who?
Lola, or AKA Linda. Is that people started calling her Lola yet?
Oh God.
No.
Mrs. Eastwood is just fine, thank you.
How about Mr. Bob's Under the Bridge?
How about it? Let's talk about
How about, speaking of Jackie Decker, she took, they needed toilet paper. Mr. Bob puts it up.
Yeah.
Thursday night, Jackie heads out to Mr. Bob's Under the Bridge with 100 rolls of toilet paper. 100.
That's a good number.
She's amazing. She really is amazing. She is a gift. She really, truly is. It's amazing.
We inspire toilet paper amongst our listeners. Both the usage and the donation.
Yes. But tonight, drop off 4 to 6 p.m. I took a backpack out there the other night. They still are in need of backpacks, still need the toilet paper. Need volunteers for this Saturday, the 5th, down in the park, if you can do it.
Yes.
Great. You give a little, you get a lot back out of it. That's what I would say. That MrBobsUnderTheBridge.org for more information on what to donate, how you can get involved. Etc. That's
a Flintstones reference. You may not even know it.
It's Yul Brynner.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe the Flintstones was probably spoofing that. I never thought about
you
that.
think?
All wisdom begins and ends in bedrock.
You got bedrock between your ears. You are crazy. Java House. Do you have any boba lately?
Not lately, but I could sure use some. Like right now, I could use some.
I told Lisa about her. We were comparing her to Willy Wonka because of her concoctions that she comes up with. There's Jackie Decker with a nice camera. She's amazing. Don't thank us. Thank you. Just appreciate what you get coming. But Lisa, amazing concoctionist.
Concoctionist.
Don't you think? That sounds good.
I just don't want to use that word. I'm going to get in trouble.
Lisa doesn't need any help getting in trouble. And Mel's looked like they had. I did not make it to Skippy Fest on Saturday, but from the accounts that I've heard and from the photos, it looked like it was a smashing success, which is great. Mel. Oh my God!
Having fun today.
Good. Today,
yes,
there's all kinds of days today. Some of them I'm not too thrilled about.
Okay.
Shredded wheat day.
Oh, I love shredded wheat.
No, you don't.
I do.
No.
Well, I put some frosting on that.
Well, I was going to say, wait a minute.
Frosted wheats.
Do you buy the frosted mini wheats?
Oh, heck yeah. I buy the generic, great value frosted mini wheats.
Did you ever were you ever forced to eat it shredded wheat when you had to tear it apart and put milk on it and then
I knew that was out there. I think I saw my grandpa.
Sugar was verboten.
I think I saw my grandpa do that, and I thought, you poor man.
What is it?
What is my grandmother doing to you?
So it's shredded wheat day. Yeah. National Avocado Day. Where are you on avocados?
I wouldn't eat them straight, but without avocados, you got some pretty depressing guacamole.
Yeah.
So, love a good guac.
I like it. I like them.
And the kids these days, they love avocado toast. That's their big thing, and that's everywhere, and that's good.
It's not just the kids. That's been around for a long time.
Nah, but the kids are into it.
I'm a big avocado guy. I like avocados plain. I like them on burgers.
That would be good.
They kind of melt a little bit.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I like them in omelets.
I've never done that.
Oh, got to go to what's my place? Telos in Port Washington, right near you, right down the street from your shawarma people. Really great, really good omelets. Anyway, and did you know?
Can you see this? Can you see this when my cat just lost a whisker? I think you can probably see it. So there you go. It just fell out. I don't know what it means. There's meaning here.
Just don't put it in anybody's omelet. Do you know that avocado is actually a berry?
I didn't know that. Actually, okay,
because it's a fleshy fruit produced from a single ovary.
Fleshy fruit? Wait, a single what?
Ovary.
Oh.
An avocado is actually a berry.
An avocado is actually an ovary. All right.
And no, it comes from a single ovary.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the facts down here.
Avocados contain the most protein and fiber of any fruit. What do you think of that?
Wow.
Protein, I knew.
Dr. Ben would love this shit.
Fiber, yeah. He's going to be back this week, so look out.
Oh, good. Excellent.
It's also National Raspberry Cake Day.
I've never really specifically had a raspberry cake, but I'd love it. I'm sure.
Me too. I would love
why haven't I? What's going on here? Somebody bring me some damn raspberry cake today.
Yeah. Yes.
Hanover Avenue, big building. You can't miss us.
Raspberry. Yeah, I love raspberries.
That's fantastic.
National Jump for Jelly Beans Day.
Well,
that was a jump. Did you clear? Could you slide a dime underneath did the dime clear there?
As high as I get.
Are you a jelly bean guy?
Not too much. I like the Jelly Belly ones are okay if you get the right flavor. I know people are like, hey, try the buttered popcorn. I'm like, just stay away from that. Oh. That's gross. It's a greasy jelly bean. You want a greasy jelly bean? Hey, kids, you want a greasy jelly? No, I don't want any of that.
And usually don't do a non-food or alcohol for these national days, but this is kind of important. You might know it as a geek. Do you know what today is? A nerd? This is a good nerd day.
National, I don't know, Baby Yoda Day. I have no idea.
It's not a national day, but it's a famous, I guess, science fiction character. It's birthday.
Spock?
No, not even close.
All right.
Harry Potter.
Oh, he was born on this day.
Yeah, on this day.
He had a rough start,
On July 3rd.
He had a very rough start.
It's actually J.K. Rowling's birthday too, and that's why she
planned her birthday on the same day of Mr. Potter. What an interesting, considering what a rough start he had. It's a good thing he didn't become some kind of pathological lunatic. So.
All right, we got to talk about Maggie Dobson too because she's got Potter stuff coming up. But
good.
Who do you prefer, Harry Potter or Mr. Cotter?
The first time those two have been put into an apples and oranges situation.
Which one is more important to the cultural landscape of America?
I will have to just use myself, and in my personal development, I would have to say Mr. Cotter.
Yes.
Only because, again, it was a cornerstone, a benchmark, whereas Harry Potter was merely a blip.
What was Gary? What Gabriel? Gabe?
Gabe Kaplan, yeah.
What he made that one movie, Fast Break.
Yes, he did. I think he's also in The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh briefly.
Is he?
I think so.
But what happened to him? He disappeared.
He
even left the show, and it was Welcome Back, Kotter.
Man.
There was a lot of what?
You wanted money.
Oh,
yeah, contractual stuff.
And I mean, I know not all co-stars and stuff get along, but there's some famous, really ill feelings between he and the Marcia Strassman. Was that her name? The one who played Mrs. Cotter?
Yes, they did not like any married couple. They had their problems. Miss Strassman just died, I want to say,
Really?
last year. Yeah, pretty recently. Yep.
Is that? It seems like that's the same vintage of like WKRP in Cincinnati. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely same era. I mean, KRP was a little later. I don't think that one started till like 79 or 80, maybe, and Cotter was 75 or around there, 74, 75. So, yeah, it was a cultural phenomenon for a while. You could get like a Sweat Hog. I think my brother and I had a Sweat Hogs board game.
Really?
Yeah, you
guys got everything.
Oh, we did well. Mr. and Mrs. Messerman was good, very good to us.
Very good.
Yeah.
But Harry Potter. So at the Riv this year, Maggie Dobson is bringing back the Harry Potter Film Festival. I've never seen a Harry Potter movie.
Pretty good success for them last time around, I think.
Yeah, that's a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And it is going to be in Cedarburg at the Rivoli Theater from October 20th until November 2nd. And just like everything else, it seems like that's so far in the future. That'll be here before you know it. So so you can start purchasing tickets tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
August 1st.
Okay.
You can do it either on the Chamber's website, cedarburg.org, or you can go to the Rib, but you got to pay cash or check.
Oh, well, great.
For the Rib. But
that's not going to work for me.
October 20th through November 2nd.
Cool.
Also, Maggie said they're going to have this year a Harry Potter themed ladies' night out on October 26th.
Harriet Potter?
Yeah. Well, that's what I said to her. Is it Sherry Potter? And she said, no. She said, damn, too bad it's not Christmas. It'd be Mary Potter.
Oh, there you go.
But listen to this Harry Potter stuff. Are you a Harry Potter guy?
Kind of. I enjoyed the books.
Did you read all of them?
I read the first 4, and I've never gone further than that on the movies either. I only know
why.
I never got around to it.
How many books are there?
7 books total, 8 movies total, because they broke up the last book into 2 movies, as they are wont to do, because Warner Brothers likes money, or at least they used to like money. I don't know what the hell they like now.
And wasn't the last one a really big one? Or not?
Yeah, it ended on when you break it up into 2 movies like that, it was real Return of the Jedi style pyrotechnics, I guess. It got big. World shattering consequences.
We're late. AJ is supposed to be on.
Yeah, we're really late for AJ.
Okay. Bring him.
Our own Harry Potter.
But yeah, I'm gonna $15 billion, the estimated value of the Harry Potter brand.
Yeah. You want to buy it? You and I will go in together.
Listen to this. This you can relate to. 6, the number of years J.K. Rowling spent writing the very first Harry Potter manuscript.
Yeah.
6 years. 500, the number of copies made during the first print run of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Wow. That's almost a self-published book.
$40,000, the value of a Bloomsbury first edition copy of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Wow. Nice.
$450 million. The number of Harry Potter's books in print in the world.
Wow. Well, 451 million, the amount of AJ's fans. I'm bringing them in.
Bring
AJ Botini, good morning, sir.
What's up, boys?
How are you?
I got a lot of material to cover today.
We're late.
Wait a minute. First things first. You got groomed this weekend or something. You get a haircut?
Yes, sir.
Hey,
look out for the ladies. Talk about ladies' night.
I want last week's AJ. Who's this guy?
Yeah.
I got a little bit of trim. I got a speech tomorrow. So
well, you're ditching us again tomorrow?
Yes, sir. I'm in place.
He's so happy about it. Yes, sir.
Yes. That's 2 Tuesdays in a row. You're big timing us. You know that.
I'm in Madison next Thursday as well. So.
Oh, where are you going tomorrow?
Pleasant Prairie.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah. You're traveling the globe. Dude.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Since the bidding war has broken out, we're gonna work with percentiles here, and we're gonna take what you're currently making here on the show and raise you up 80%.
Okay. which is.
Hey, let's not talk about that. Here we go.
Hey, are you a Harry Potter fan?
No.
Okay.
I read the first book, and Voldemort's face was on Snape's head, and kind of freaked out from that.
He's done. He's out. We're not gonna have the villain stuck on someone's head. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
This is totally preposterous.
All right, enough Harry Potter. Bring on the sports, dude.
So we'll start with the Chinooks because they got the sweep this weekend. They won 2 in a row. We'll start with that because it's local.
And it's positive.
And it's positive.
As opposed to other baseball stories we're going to talk about.
As opposed to other baseball stories we're going to talk about. But everything could change in 24 hours. So we'll see.
Very true. So, Chinooks, way to go.
Yeah, way to go, Trev. Way to go, team. That's good. Good for them.
Good.
By the way, if you want to come out to Moonlight Grand Field, there's only 6 games left, including 3 this week. So,
Moonlight Graham Field.
at
On
Kepco.
Concord. At Capco.
At Kepco Park.
And it's on the Concordia University campus in Mequon.
Yes.
Right in the lake. Beautiful setting.
Yes, it is.
Nice stadium. Good ice cream, I hear.
Uh-huh. My parents showed up yesterday, so it was good.
And they stay for the whole thing?
They love the ice cream. Yep, they stayed for the whole thing.
All right.
Yep.
Were you working yesterday?
Yes, sir.
So did they hang out near the ice cream booth or did they go in?
There you go. They went in. They bid on a jersey and won it.
Really?
A Bud Selig Camel jersey.
Oh, okay. Cool. Very nice.
Yep.
Okay. What else for sports?
Brewers got swept, but I'm not taking too much stock in it because, like I said, 24 hours from now, the whole team could be different. So,
What do you mean by that?
I wouldn't be surprised if, keep an eye on this name, Eloy Jimenez plays DH he's the primary DH for the White Sox right now.
Okay.
He could be a Brewer in the next 24 hours.
Is he any good?
13 homers, 46 ribbies.
That you didn't answer my question. Is he any good?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's a primary DH, which would be nice.
I've been watching I've been calling them the Broomers because they got swept, broomed right the hell out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
I swear, I watched 2 of the games or some parts of 2 of the games, and the Brewers would be up 1. If you looked, I looked down once, and they were down 1.
I know.
With one swing, they were just getting bombed.
You get for taking your eyes off the screen, man.
It was. They were up 4-3. They all of a sudden they were losing 10-4.
They got homered out of Atlanta. That's what they got. And I'm not saying homered as in they got homered because they're at home. They got bombarded with home runs.
They got bombarded by home runs. I thought, what the can anybody pitch on this team? And that one dude, they kicked him off the team. Teran, or he's designated for. Isn't he out? Isn't he gone?
Teran, yeah.
Yeah.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, he got torched on Saturday. Sunday, he's looking for employment, right?
He probably sent a memo to the head office. Was this performance based? This decision?
Yes.
Wait, you know what? It's interesting. I went to the game on Sunday. He pitched last Sunday, and he gave up 1 run against the same team. And then Saturday he gave up 10.
So AJ, is this panic button time? I wisely decided to read all the comments on the Milwaukee Brewers groups.
Never read the comments.
1 week, exactly 1 week after they were saying, Yelly's back, Burns is back, World Series, baby. Now,
if I was to summarize what the comment section said, I think I could do it in 3 words. The main consensus is sell the team.
Oh my goodness.
That was the main consensus.
Let me. All Brewer fans, stop panicking. First of all,
it's what we do.
You're 8 games over 500.
Sell the team.
You're in second place by a half a game.
Sell the team.
Yeah, they're out of first. And then, Atanasio's house just went on the market in Los Angeles for $25 million. He should take that $25 million and pay someone to come and hit for the Brewers. What do you? No,
he's got to
too
live.
cheap.
He's got to live somewhere. He's got to have to put that money back into housing.
Man.
I don't know. Honestly, in the next 24 hours, this team, I'm gonna say this right now. I wouldn't watch. They'll add something to this team. I'm not sure what they will add something to this team though.
Okay.
Unless they're banking on Woodruff coming back. But
I saw somebody else just picked up the two of the guys the Brewers were rumored, Crone and that outfielder from the Rockies. Both of them went to the same team. someone predicted the Brewers would get him. AJ, what about? Do you think that they're really going to get anything or anybody? Do you honestly think so, or no? What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna say no.
You're going to say no?
So here's a comment. I like this one. Wave the white flag and put a fork in them. We about to go 1-5 against the best team in baseball. The last 2 series we played them. That's uncalled for.
Well, I think it is
bottom feeders the whole time in the playoffs to make the World Series. I hope this ball club realizes that.
Well, first of all, I really
Oh my
like
God. People.
Zach Zacoma.
Next, yes.
The alliteration is wonderful. First of all, Zach's parents, thank you for that. But that's uncalled for. I think it is called for. When you don't have enough hitters and you go against the best team in baseball, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Well, exactly. And
here's the other thing. As crazy as it is, it's the end of July. If they play Atlanta in the playoffs and for some miracle, the Atlanta team is on roids.
Roids! I call roids.
That's almost as good as damn you, New Beijing. That was the other classic from Javoy Dirty.
I got bad news for you Brewer fans. All those guys that are in Atlanta all signed 8-year contracts with Atlanta.
It's like the mafia.
So they're not going anywhere.
That's right. And they're in our league. At least they're not in our division.
Yeah, right.
They won it 2 years ago when they beat the first playoff series win was against the Brewers. Yeah. I mean, 3-1. It was not close. So they're a good team.
They're good.
Do you consider them the best team, AJ?
Yeah. Anybody that it's not close.
It's not close. Uh-oh, Bulldog's bringing another.
I hope these players just called up are wearing masks because this lack of hitting is contagious.
Milwaukee Brewers group.
I love that bunch. They're such a bunch of wacky funsters.
Everybody's doing so well against Atlanta, for God's sake.
I have other news too.
Okay. Wait, are you still in baseball? Stick to base. Is your other news baseball related or no?
No, it's not. You want to stick to baseball?
Yeah, let's. There's a lot of trades going on.
We're on a roll.
yeah. Max Scherzer got traded.
Yes, I saw that. You know what's interesting? To make you Brewer fans feel a little better. Max Scherzer got traded to Texas. Guess who the Brewers play in August?
Texas. They can't get away from Max Scherzer.
So they could play Max Scherzer. They could face Max Scherzer for not only once, not only twice, but a third time, which would be glorious.
Our buddy Zach Zabala put the Joker up here. It's all part of the plan.
Oh my goodness! But in all seriousness, I'm not panicking with the Brewers. I'm not, it's still, if you would have told me on April 7th that this bunch of Brewers, no disrespect.
Oh, you just disrespected them. This bunch of Brewers.
Maybe. Just a smattering.
No.
This bunch of Brewers.
No, that these guys would be 8 games over. That these guys would be 8 games over, and in second place, I would have taken it.
By a half game.
Absolutely.
By half game.
Yeah.
And by the way, they beat the Reds. Don't forget, we only have to tie because we beat the Reds 10-4, 10-3. So in the season series. So
well, and of course, the most important part is that those who go to the playoffs aren't always the best team.
Right.
Frequently it's somebody who slips in. And it's going back to the Joker, it's all part of the plan. Right. So, I think it works.
Exactly, it works. So we'll see what happens.
It's a wacky game, folks.
Yeah, it's a wacky game. But more important, and it's a weird game. You could get hot one week and get cold next week. So
who do the Brewers play next, AJ? Do you know?
Washington.
Where? There.
That's on a road trip there.
Yeah. And the Reds go to Chicago to take on the Cubs.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled about that. Thank you for the schedule makers who got the Cubs hot now.
Wow!
All of a sudden, we got Zach Zabala in our room.
Wow!
Yeah, thank you to the schedule makers with the Cubs. 3.5 back of the Brewers. 3.5 back of first place right now.
Wow, I've never heard AJ talk so fast in my
I
life.
love this. I want you shorn every Monday. The haircut where it suits you.
Sweep. They just have to get swept every weekend for AJ to come in firing.
Yes, our Chris
Yeah.
Berman today.
AJ, I saw a thing. Major League Baseball's attendance best since 2013.
That's
You know
cool.
why?
Nice.
Why?
You know why?
No, why?
Because it's only 2.5 hours.
Ah,
Yeah.
indeed. Yeah.
It's not
And
those.
And
Yeah.
a lot of the markets, the only way you can see the game now is to without paying for it is to watch, is to go to the game, because a lot of the markets are making you pay for it on TV now.
Yeah, not a bad scheme actually.
Yeah.
It works. Yeah.
I thought you were going to blame it on the damn schedule makers again.
Them's.
No. But it's going to be a great stretch run, but we'll see what happens.
All right.
Absolutely.
You still predicting playoffs? That's the
Yes.
question I have for you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. All right. What else is going on in the world?
Well, I have other news, and this is
Okay.
kind of personal for me. I want to give a shout out to my college coach, Coach Miller. He changed my. For those of you who don't know, I always talk about finish and talk about the book. Coach Miller was the one who instilled finish in me. So our national championship rings have finish on the inside, and that's how finish came about. Was for me to have it inside my national championship ring, and he announced his retirement yesterday.
Oh wow.
And after 22 years, he kind of changed my life, because my freshman year I wasn't involved in sports. For those of you who don't know, I wasn't always on the basketball team. I wasn't involved in sports. I was
Doing drugs,
in college.
smoking cigarettes,
No,
loitering.
Brownie pot smoker.
Yeah, brownie possible. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. But I wasn't involved in sports, and I really struggled. I succeeded academically, but I really struggled socially. And it wasn't until I met Coach Miller at the end of my freshman year that it kind of all flipped for me. And got a master's degree.
Nice.
Because of it, you got everything because of it. So I just want to give him a shout out quick, because he really did. Other than my parents, he really did change my life. So.
Very cool. Excellent.
Very nice. Very nice.
The,
even more than Bulldog and me.
I mean,
Well, it's because of you guys that I'm at Homestead now, so it's all good.
oh, fantastic.
Okay. So he's retiring. AJ, is that it?
Yeah, 34 years in the game. He's 22 seasons out. Whatever. He stepped down. He stepped down and retired yesterday.
Do you know what his plans are? His future plans? Or no?
I don't. We haven't gotten into that.
Okay. Well, let us know when you can find out.
Yeah. I can tell you this. His kids were young when I was in school, so his kids are older now, and they're in college, and they're graduating college, and it's kind of one of those things where I think he wants to spend more time with his family and stuff. So
I hope not. I'm a cynic. I'm cynical about that. Most of the people who leave the game, players or coaches, and say they want to spend more time with their family, and all of a sudden they reappear in the game because spending time with the family drove back to it. That's nice. So what's your coach's name? AJ?
Pat Miller.
Pat Miller.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's good. That's great.
Congratulations on an illustrious career and hopefully an illustrious retirement.
And he's not leaving the cupboard bare. He's got the same. You said, AJ, the same team that went to the Final Four last year.
They're stacked. They're loaded.
So it's not like they went downhill and he's jumping off.
No, and I think part of it was planned too, because it just came out yesterday. But I think part of it was planned because they were leaving the assistant coach who was there last year is going to be the interim coach.
Okay. So what do you don't know what he's going to do? Well, if you get a chance and when you're talking to him, ask him if he'd like to be on. We'd love to hear him talk about how you guys developed a relationship and the whole thing. So that'd be great. Well, congratulations to him. I hope it works out well for him. Don't know him, don't know how old he is, don't know what he's going to do, but
no, he's not.
He's ready for the next phase of his life, it sounds like.
He's gonna, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna turn pro on the golf tour. He's a big golfer. So
Really?
no, I'm kidding.
Okay.
He plays 19 holes. Some just play 18.
Yeah, right.
Back to the
Exactly.
Well, good for him.
Exactly. So
Okay. Hey, speak of another Wisconsin connection, former Badger running back.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Requested a trade.
Requested the trade from.
Because Irsay's so dumb. He's so dumb. He's like, well, we can't renegotiate for one position, which is true, but you don't say that when you got one of the most high-profile running backs on your team.
Do you think he's the best running back in football right now?
When healthy, yes.
Okay, because he last year he was hurt and had career lows, but
that is also because I'm looking at my Jonathan Taylor picture right now, and I say yes.
And the team wasn't very good last year.
No,
it's not going to be very good again. So,
by the way, their quarterback is 255 pounds.
Okay, is he going to be any good? It's going to take a while.
It's going to take a while, but
What are you hearing about our new quarterback?
Jordan Love?
Yeah.
No, they love the zip he's got on the ball right now. They love the zip he's got on the ball right now. He went out before training camp. He had a bunch of guys out for a throwing session, so should be good. I'm excited.
Go ahead.
I'm excited because there's no drama going on right now.
That's right. Our former quarterback stepped back into some drama in New York.
It didn't take long.
No.
No.
Seems to follow him.
Yeah, didn't take long, boys.
I'm sure it's not him. I'm sure it's everyone around him.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't be him.
No. What did he do this time?
Well, he said he kind of went back after Sean Payton, after Payton made those remarks about his favorite guy, the Nathaniel Hackett, who's now with the Jets.
Perfect. You know what? Aaron, perfect. This is perfect because it's all on camera for you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. All on camera.
Whoa, AJ Monday.
AJ is my favorite. AJ.
I gotta make up for not being on the show. Tomorrow.
Why?
Bulldog.
Begun. Yes, sir.
Do you have access to the George Brett clip? Because that's kind of how AJ's acting today.
I do.
Because a couple weeks ago it was the 40th anniversary of the infamous pine tar incident where Billy Martin wanted to get George Brett angry. He got more than he bargained for, I think. And that's how AJ's acting today. I mean, he's coming right at the camera. He needs somebody to hold him back. Is TJ there holding you back?
No, TJ not here. TJ works tonight, and he's off by 8:00. He's off by 7:30 now. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
So 2 weeks ago today, I think
historic moment in Major League Baseball. And possibly WWF. Here we go with I bring you George Brett. Let's see if I got it here. Here we go. Stand back.
I've never seen a player come out.
Any minute now, I swear. Okay, come on, baby. You can do it.
It's
I believe in you. There we go. Thank you.
Uh-oh. He hits a home run in the top of the ninth. Puts the Royals up at Yankee Stadium.
And now the Royals have the one-run lead.
Should I jump forward here a little bit?
Yeah, I think like to 2 minutes or so.
Yeah.
There, right.
George Brett.
There.
There you go.
What they're measuring.
They're measuring. That's not a good sign.
They might be going to call George Brett out. Well,
they called him out.
Here comes AJ. Look at AJ.
He is out. And Demon Man, he is out.
Look at
and having to be forcibly restrained
that is from
hitting plate umpire Tim McClellan. And the Yankees have won the ball game 4-3. Brett is called out for using an illegal bat or with the illegal substance on the bat. Like I said, I have seen this before, Frank, and Gaylord Perry just took the bat away from home plate umpire Jim McClellan.
That's AJ.
I think you can use some of those words on television. He was saying.
Full disclosure, they did. they did come back. They did the Royals did appeal that game, and they did come back and play the ninth, and the Royals did win. So,
which is interesting. I mean, that's a part of the story that usually gets left out. So,
Yeah.
therefore, I guess Brett's outburst was worth it.
Well, there was no way it was not gonna. AJ, you are the biggest sports fan I know.
yes.
Do you watch boxing?
No.
Or do you follow it? Because they had a huge fight on Saturday night and nobody knows about it.
Nobody knew about it.
Boxing's having a hard time in the ratings now because they actually came out, and have said this sport's probably bad for people.
Well, so is UFC, but people are watching that.
Well,
That's true.
Well, it's also because you know, no disrespect to boxing, but I don't know these guys anymore.
Yeah.
The reason you don't know them is because nobody cares. I mean, it's like a chicken or the egg thing.
I remember the days of Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, that was huge ratings, when he would do his thing.
Well, Muhammad Ali and
Ali, obviously, yeah. You had superheroes back then. They were,
They were larger than life.
But this guy, Terrence Crawford, he won the TKO ninth round.
Was it Earl something Jr.?
Errol Spence Jr. But listen to this. So you say superhero. So Crawford, the guy who won, he becomes the first male 2-weight undisputed champion in the 4-belt area. So he's got two of the belts. I mean, out of 4. And no one's ever done that before. So that's a pretty big deal, but nobody knows about it because it's like the time has moved on. But it's not for safety because people love watching people beat the shit out of
That's true.
each other.
UFC is huge. You're absolutely right.
And they're wearing gloves. And don't forget, last week you brought on the slapping sport.
Yes.
that was something else.
Just to underscore how big boxers were, including Ali, they even had their own cartoon.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Whoa.
There you go. Let's see what's going on in the episode here.
Even the dog.
Bad news.
Those chops. Good times.
Hey, good morning, fellas. Champ will be right with you. I hope.
There we go. Muhammad Ali cartoon Saturday mornings. Get your sugar cereals, kids.
Ali did a lot for everybody. And
Yeah, he did.
He was just, a lot of it went.
He's a brave guy too. Spoke out against the Vietnam War, and just really put himself out there when
he got stripped of his titles because of it.
Kind of dangerous to speak out at that time. So
yes,
interesting.
Not
to say safer now, but still.
AJ, are you old enough? Did you ever see Dr. J play?
I'm not old enough, but I've seen highlights. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he just had a thing. He made news, I think, yesterday. Dr. J, one of the greatest, certainly one of the greatest, most
he was
unbelievable to watch.
He was well known for the ABA. Am I correct on that, John?
Yep, he was in the ABA, and then when they merged, he went to Philly. Just a spectacular player. He gave his all-time top 10 players of the NBA yesterday. And there's a few surprises. Some aren't at all.
Omissions or surprises?
Well, both. Ones that are no doubters: Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Jerry West, who the NBA logo is after, Kareem, Michael Jordan,
yep,
Magic Johnson. That's 7. Okay. Now, this Elgin Baylor, he was a really great player. I never saw him. He's supposed to be really fantastic.
Yeah.
Karl Malone.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't think you may not even know this name, Tiny Archibald. Did you know who Nate Archibald was?
Yes.
Okay. He was famous for his nickname was Tiny because he was so small but so good.
Celtic, right?
At the end of his career, he started with, they used to have the Kansas City Omaha Kings.
Yeah, right.
He played for. He led the league one year in scoring and assists, one of the few players ever to do so. But it's kind of a surprising list. No Larry Bird. And he played against Larry Bird.
Yeah. No Larry Bird, no modern era.
Yeah.
There's
no what's his name? James. LeBron James. Yeah.
Bronny's out of the hospital for those.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Any thoughts on that? Karl Malone. Great.
You know, Carl was underrated, but he ran into the Jordan era, so that he ran into the Jordan era of. And by the way, if you ever see the Great Mailman commercial where he's filming a commercial and he's a janitor, right? And he's a janitor, and he hides out as a janitor, and he plays this guy one-on-one and the guy thinks he can beat him, and all of a sudden he reveals he's Malone, and the guy's like, I have no chance.
I have no chance. What do you think, AJ? We got a couple minutes left here. What would you say to Jackie Decker? She's got the COVID bug. She's fighting it.
Jackie, first of all, we're thinking about you. I've had it before. It's not fun. So fight. Just fight on. Fight through it. Rest up. Fight through it, and you'll be fine.
Hang in there.
Slam dunk.
Hang in there. For those of you who don't know, when I first moved to Mequon, I had COVID.
Really?
Before I moved to Mequon, I had COVID.
Yeah.
It was not fun. It knocked me on my cane for about a week.
Yeah. No, it'll do that. I don't know if this is Jackie's first tangle with it or the second.
First.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Good for her. Well, actually, she put it off long enough. That's great.
Yeah, right.
You know, the longer you can put it off, the better. Or not at all. It was nice too.
Well, and it's nice because it's warm outside now. Not
Yeah.
nice, but it's warmer outside now.
Absolutely.
So it's probably easier to heal up a little bit.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, it's not fun though.
No.
Not at all.
Hopefully, we'll. Yeah. All right, AJ. Well, we're gonna cut you loose. You you did a little overtime today, so your check will reflect that accordingly.
All right, boys.
Accordingly.
And we'll if you have any check disputes, I have a 1-800 number you can call.
I'll call the library. No.
Oh no.
Hey, is the Authors Octagon this week?
It's going down August 2nd.
So that's Wednesday. Okay.
I have to work, so I won't be there.
All right. Well, we will.
But I will be there in September because baseball's over.
Right on.
Baseball's over August 12th. So.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. Well, I'll float you the notes.
We better specify for Brewers fans. That's not over for the Brewers on August 12th.
We just on the collegiate level. So very good. All right, AJ, we'll have a fantastic Monday. You did good work here today. You can be proud of the work you've done here.
Yes.
Thank you, Bulldog. Thank you.
You hit the high octaves. Way to go, AJ.
Yeah.
You're the George Brett of the show.
The Lord Alfred Hayes.
We're good to go.
All right. Take care, sir. We'll talk to you tomorrow. We will not talk to you tomorrow. We'll see you Wednesday.
Yep.
Oh, that's
All
right.
right, take care.
He's big time in us.
Adios. All right. AJ Bocchini with sports on a Monday, but there will be no sports on a Tuesday. We actually have called the NBA, the
MLB.
NFL. They're not gonna. No, we called the other ones that aren't playing right now and said, "Don't bother with any news tomorrow."
Yeah. No, but can't postpone all Major League Baseball games. No
Absolutely.
training camps out for a day.
Everyone's out. Give everyone a day off. And what you all should do, which clearly happened this last weekend, is you all should go see Barbie and Oppenheimer again. That movie, that slam dunk, that double 1-2 punch, made history last weekend. The lowest drop in history of Hollywood for a second week.
Really?
Yeah. 40% drops for both, which again is unheard of. Usually it's a second week is usually a 60 to 70% drop. That's just normal and standard. I mean, it's just because everyone, wants to go opening weekend. 40% drop means it's doing repeat business. People are going again and again. And the fact that they're going in again and again to Oppenheimer is astounding. So, I love that bomb.
What about, have you seen, you went to Oppenheimer. You said you were going to see Barbie. Have you seen
I didn't get there. I'm hoping to have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off this week and take a couple days off. And I'm going to take my mother to go see Barbie, which is kind of perfect.
It'd be a good day to go because they're both going to be hot and humid.
Oh, are they?
Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay, good time to go into
and then back nice again on Friday. So
good time to go into the hardtop multiplex. I hope to get some yard work done on my days off. I guess that won't be happening. So cool.
Well, Friday's supposed to be nice.
Well, by then I'll just, no. I'm sorry, that ship will have sailed.
No, you don't know. So, any news on the writer's strike?
I guess no news is bad news. Everyone's entrenched. The predictions, we have a three-pronged prognostication going on right now. Prong number one is it will end in October because the studios will capitulate, because that's basically the beginning of TV production season and how. Yeah, so October is a possibility. The other possibility is the first month into 24, which would be really ugly, but that's a possibility. Everyone thinks if it goes into 24, the government is going to step in, because they're like, this will actually end the state of California, because right now, diners and cafes and hairdressers are closing like crazy because actors and writers aren't using any of their services because they're going broke, which is part of the studio's plan. And when we say the studios, we have to be careful here. You say the movie studios, think, oh, it's Universal, it's 20th Century Fox, which actually doesn't exist anymore because it was absorbed by Disney. But that's not the case. The studios now are three: Amazon, Apple, and Netflix. Those are the three studios. And all three of them, make no mistake, folks, all three of them want movie theaters to die. Why? Because their business model is all streaming. And their business model, by the way, isn't making them any money, and it never has. It's made their investors happy. It's made the board of directors happy, because look at our subscribers. None of that ever. Netflix maybe, it's opined that Netflix maybe has turned a little bit of a profit over 12 years of business. Maybe. Apple uses streaming, movie streaming and TV show streaming, as a way to sell more Apple devices. Amazon uses it to sell more rolls of toilet paper and blenders. So it's not the movie business anymore. So you got to keep that in mind when you look at these strike coverage,
So what's your prediction?
It'll go into 24. It's never been this entrenched before. There's so many points. They haven't even begun. They're not even at the table. Just to agree to come back to the table is going to take months, and mediation. They think Gavin Newsom might jump in. Governor of California.
Yeah, who wants to be president.
Yeah, yes. So, but it could go all the way up to Washington, because, again, 49 states isn't nearly as, to have to get every flag and rub off one star. That's a lot of work. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's wild. It's never been like this. And it does help that America essentially is on the side of those who are striking. Maybe they wouldn't have been a couple years ago. They would have said, look at these whiny actors. And they're right. There's an element of that.
Well,
but you can't, it's hard to have sympathy for a multi-billionaire. It really is. You're like, no.
Well, I saw an article last week. I just found it. Where actors take to the streets to show their residual checks. Have you seen this? With some in the negative. So, and not all unknown ones either.
No. The bulk of the people who are affected by this are the mid-level actors. These are the people who are, trying to build a career. Same with the writers. These are not, these are all, they're making this strike is for the future. It's for future actors. It's for future writers who, want there used to be a tier level. You could climb the ladder, and that ladder doesn't exist anymore. And so, what are you gonna do?
Here's one like an example. One of the actors posted a thing. You have money on the way. A thing from the studio. You have five payments totaling 13 cents on the way. Be on the lookout.
And don't spend it all in one place.
Right.
I think the cost of cashing those checks costs more than the checks.
Who is Bev on Reservation Dogs? Are you familiar with Reservation Dogs?
Yeah, I remember the show. I didn't watch it, but I remember when the show was on. It's supposed to be very good, very funny. Well, a well-done show. It's a show that people should have been rewarded for their work, probably.
Well,
how were they rewarded?
One of the actors, Bev, I'm pulling it in 3 cents per quarter for unlimited worldwide streams on Hulu, FX, and Disney.
Look, the business is such, my favorite lines are always, the money you get and the deal you get, it's not the deal that you deserve, it's the deal you negotiate. And so, which is a lot like the car business, and so it's a weird, it's not like a normal 40-hour a week thing. And they know that going in, but, we enjoy the work that these people do. And in theory, they should be, in an American capitalistic system, they should be compensated in some way, probably more than 13 cents.
Right.
So, and when the people who are basically manning this stable are carrying home billions, what? An old Barry Diller, who was the president of Paramount for years, came out and said, "Well, if the CEO, this is an ex-entertainment CEO, I mean, a mogul, every cigar chomping, the whole works,
big time."
And when he comes out and says, the executives should probably take a 25% pay cut just for the good of the business, and somebody like that comes out and says that, something's broken. So, yeah.
Mandy Moore, a big name.
Oh yeah.
Starred as matriarch Rebecca Pearson in NBC's This Is Us, said she received streaming residual checks for one time for a penny and 81 cents another time.
The interesting thing is that the streamers are not, a big part of their business model is never sharing with the public or anyone what the streaming numbers are. They don't. It's all completely in the shadows, and that's by design, because it's very possible that a lot of shows aren't nearly as popular as they say they are, and that's dangerous for them. So, you see the box office totals on Monday when everyone likes to Monday quarterback the weekend box office, and you see television ratings as they are, but you don't ever see streaming numbers, and that's, again, completely by design. So that transparency would probably be a big step in the right direction, but they're, of course, Netflix, Amazon, Apple, they're all fighting that tooth and nail. So they got a ways to go. Not over yet.
Oh, and it's not this unrelated, but related. Like when you see the top rated shows for the year, and like 8 of the top 10 are football broadcasts.
Right.
That's
Right.
It's a different world, and so many things are not like they used to be.
Yeah.
I saw a thing on MASH. The last show.
Oh yeah.
60% of America's TVs were tuned in to that.
I remember ABC Nightline showed a video of like downtown Manhattan or something, and on the night that the last MASH was broadcast, and there were no cars on the street. It was like...
I'd be like this. You usually only see that when the NFL shows that during Sundays in Green Bay.
Right.
But
Right.
Manhattan and Green Bay are a little different. So when there's nothing going on there.
No, they're exactly the same, if you ask me.
Yeah. Right.
So there we go. Interesting stuff. All right, folks, it's 9:00. We get to punch the clock. That's a show. Back tomorrow. What's our Tuesday guest? So hopefully it'll be Lisa Curtis from the News Graphic. I think they used to call it the News Graphic Pilot. Didn't have the word pilot in the title?
That
was a long time ago.
Yeah. She's tomorrow we're picking the foods, right? We're supposed to have foods for the fair that we want to
Fair
try.
Week, that's right. I hear they went bustling around over there at Fireman's Park, putting together the Tilt-A-Whirl and all that.
The Tilt-A-Whirl.
We should
Jude, our famous guest of the show, she enters about 30 things.
I'm not surprised.
Food and artistic stuff, all kinds of things.
Well, she's just a black belt crafter.
She is, and just a great cook and baker.
Oof.
As well. Oof.
Oh, man.
and still Arlen is grumpy.
Well, imagine how it'd be if that wasn't the case, if she wasn't doing those things.
Oh man,
don't even want to know.
I want to think about it.
All right,
I want to talk about it.
No. So that's a show, everybody. Back tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central Time, and we'll pick it up from there. No AJ tomorrow, so anybody wants to be our stand-in sports guy, just reach out, Jay Messerman at cedarburglibrary.org, and you will have a spot on this very show at 8:15. If you're really good, we'll fire AJ.
8:15 to 8:30, AJ says. The only part of the show worth watching.
Only part of the show worth watching. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a great Monday. Enjoy.